Hello, this is me, Barbara, and I'm here to tell you about my identity. When I was a little girl, I was really imaginative. I was born here in Michigan on July 22nd. And in Michigan, it's very cold in the winter and it snows a lot. I can still remember loving to go outside in the snow and playing in the snow. I was very imaginative and creative with my friends. We would think of different games to play in the snow. We'd build snowmen, we'd make snow angels, and we'd have lots of snowball fights. It was so much fun playing in the snow and living in Michigan. I'm also a learner and an animal lover. I love all kinds of animals, big and small. But one of my favorite kinds of animals are horses. And when I was 12 years old, I started taking horse riding lessons. I learned how to care for horses, how to ride horses, and when I was 15 years old, I persuaded my parents to let me have my own horse that I called Snicker. And later, when I went to college, I started teaching children how to ride horses at a summer camp. I love learning about all kinds of animals, but especially horses. I am active. When I was 15 years old, I started learning how to play tennis. I think it's a fun sport because you can play with a partner or play doubles. And when I met Mr. Wilson, I discovered that he liked playing tennis too. We have lots of fun playing tennis together. I'm also very adventurous and I love traveling all around the world. When I was in college, I got my first passport and I traveled to many countries in Europe. And then later, when I was 30 years old, I moved to Italy to teach at my first international school. It was a little bit difficult to move away from my family, but my love of adventure and my desire to see the world gave me the courage to move overseas. I am kind and creative. I got my first teaching job in California when I was 22 years old. I was a kind and loving kindergarten teacher who was very creative. I would write my own stories and songs to help the students learn their letter sounds and how to read. I love being a teacher. And even now, I try to think of creative ways to help my students learn. I am a risk taker, and I don't give up when I want to learn something. When I moved to Italy, I was determined to learn Italian, the language they speak in Italy. But it wasn't easy learning a new language for me. I had to study many long hours with Italian teachers that helped me learn how to read and speak Italian. This book, Il Sole e la Luna, which means the sun and the moon, is an Italian book that I know how to read. I love practicing my Italian when I meet someone who speaks Italian. I might say, Buongiorno, come stai? Mi piace l'Italia, which means good morning, how are you? I like Italy. I am a sentimental person. I got married to Mr. Wilson 26 years ago on November 30th. There's Mr. Wilson, and there I am. We don't quite look the same as we do now, but I think we're the same people inside. We're both sentimental. I am sentimental because I keep many things like this photo and little cards that Mr. Wilson gave me and photos from all our trips and little objects that we've collected from our travels together. I am very sentimental. I am caring and I'm a responsible person. When Mr. Wilson and I saw this cute little dog at the animal shelter in China, we knew we had to adopt him and bring him home with us. We named him Kelsey, and he has traveled all around the world with us. You need to be responsible to have a dog. I would feed Kelsey, take him on walks, give him baths, and of course, give him lots of love. I am curious. I'm a curious person who loves learning about other cultures. Last year, Mr. Wilson and I moved to India to teach here at AISC. I had never lived in India before, and I was curious about the festivals that they celebrate, the foods they eat, and the traditions they follow. I had so many questions about India, and I still have many questions, and I'm still very curious and wanting to learn new things about this beautiful country. I hope now you know a little bit more about me as a person and my identity.